played solid footy without being great up against the Warriors side, who have been super impressive, Block.
Yeah, good afternoon, Matt, Brandy and Lara on the sideline there. Yeah, the Warriors, I'm still waiting for them to click for the full 80 minutes. We know what a wonderful attacking side that they are, and they attack you 3 times in every set. While for the South Sydney side, been a little bit worried about their middle, just waiting. There he is, Roger Tuivasa-Sheck, 200 games. What a superstar. He's also got another one in the side, and Sean Johnson, but this guy, a Golden Boot winner, and I think he's going to be playing on the right wing here this afternoon.
Can the Bunnies go back to back? Too good for Canterbury last week. Latrell Mitchell, always a focus. His team's completions a focus last weekend, Greg. 33 of 34.
Very impressive, wasn't it, Matty? And I guess that's what they went out with, that mindset. Let's keep it simple. Let's not push it around. Let's control the ball and see what happens. Well, it led to a win, and if they can do that this afternoon against the Warriors, that will put them in a very good position, because I think they'll be confident after getting the 2 points against the Dogs. A better week of training. They're ready to go, I'm sure, this afternoon.
Look at the way the Rabbitohs have dominated this matchup. The last 8 in a row. South Sydney, 1 win, 3 losses this season. The Warriors 2-2. Liam Kennedy blows time on to your round 5 Super Saturday. And the kick towards the northern end of Accor Stadium is returned by Tom Burgess. And Tane Milne is greeted by Jackson Ford.
Well, I was hoping there that he took them on the outside, because Montoya was on his own, and Isaiah Tass was able to get himself back behind the ball very quickly. So they had a chance there with that long ball from Latrell. That was a 30-metre bullet pass from left side to right side.
Keon Kaloamatangi a little slow, back to his feet.
Just don't want to see Latrell do that too often.
Cody Walker, the tip on, opens a bit of room here for Whiten to get the ball away. Isaac to it, Topo Thompson tears away. He scored on debut against the Warriors, and he gets the first today in his first NRL game of 2024.
That's a great start from South Sydney, been very solid. It's been right on the spot. They go forward through Murray, hands from Latrell, beautiful. If you don't have those quick hands like Latrell just provided his outside men, the try doesn't happen. Thompson scores the try, but a left side raid comes up trumps for South Sydney. The tip on, brilliant from Latrell.
Yeah, they're good when they load up that left-hand side. That's a preferred side. Cody Walker and Latrell got a wonderful understanding. Cody onto Latrell, the quick hands on the outside. Thompson with a good little bit of footwork to beat Clockstar. Look at that, slips over. And South Sydney, both sides completing well early in this game. The Rabbitohs 4 from 4.
From the back of the scrum, goes through Tamare Martin, on for Pompey. Ford disappears between and beneath 3 bunnies. Behind Tohu Harris, here's Adam Fanua-Blake winding up. The try-scoring front rower, he thought it was his range. Now Johnson, they go out for Roger. Tuivasa-Sheck, in fact it's the Charles Nickel-Klukstar. Roger at dummy half, Johnson. Harris, now Bundy Afoa. And he has Tatola around the legs. Final play. Egan Johnson to flat ball, beautiful. It's Rocco Berry bouncing over, and the Warriors make South Sydney pay.
Well, you talk about most improved players in the game, Rocco Berry. Johnson just floating across the field. Just the way the second man played. Watch the way he hits the ball. Nice flat pass.
He hasn't missed a shot at goal this season. A perfect 6 from 6, make it 7 from 7, but Rocco Berry blocker. It's Adam Pompey initially from the back of the scrum, and he gets to the outside. He's big and he's pulled down just short.
Put pressure on Johnson. He's come up with a couple of over kicks. Here they come, the Warriors. Are they good enough to score before half-time?
17 tackles to 6 in the opposition 20, the Warriors. Their points coming here as Koloamatangi goes around the legs of Tomale. Tohu Harris Johnson, a flat ball, and steaming his way through. The Warriors are in through Jackson Ford. Again, it's Sean Johnson putting it on a platter, and Ford motors over.
Well, you can't keep giving the Warriors the opportunity like that. First, the drop ball. Koloamatangi, this left-hand side, he's a great hole runner. The second man play to Johnson, and there's the short ball. He's got a couple of players looking in, ball watching. I think you'll find there there's the number 4 there in Tass. And he doesn't leave anything in the tank, does he? Jackson Ford goes over the stripe. Beautiful pass. Got him caught flat-footed. There was enough South Sydney players around to make that tackle. But the speed that he hit the ball and the gap. And the Warriors on the back of some ordinary play from South Sydney score.
Sean Johnson sends his team ahead by 8 as he becomes the 4th most capped Warrior today, going past Ben Matalino. Leading them all, Simon Mannering, the man whose name is on their medal as Player of the Year, and Sean Johnson. He won it last season, the Simon Mannering medal. Players player, people's choice, runner-up in the Dally M, of course. He was dynamic for the Warriors in 2023. And he's the 4th most capped Warrior of all time. A stint at Cronulla in between 2 stints at the Warriors. He's a handful blocker. One of the young forwards that are coming through the ranks that are giving Coach Webster the depth.
It was a big test here for the Warriors this afternoon. 5 injured players in their squad. I know that's going to happen during the season, but we talked about the depth to Andrew Webster before the game. He's happy with it. He's got blokes who can slot straight in and play their role.
Here's Tavanga. Wateni Zalesniak, Nia Corre, Metcalf and Capewell missing from last week. And straight through the middle goes Charles Nickel-Kluxtar. Support both sides. Sean Johnson is in. Look at the grin. The Warriors, with a big finish to the first half, are surging to a commanding lead.
Well, I was calling for Damien Cook to run the football. It's the other man, Wade Egan, here from dummy half. Holds the ball up, little second man play, straight through Kluxtar. You see a lot of fullbacks running through the middle third of the field now. He had an option, gives it to Johnson. He just cruises in, back-to-back try.
Obviously. And he sends his 9th through the sticks for 2024. 15 minutes of this second half are important to Tallis Duncan and the Rabbitohs. They can't afford to let the Warriors get away on them if they're not already. Out by 14 as we start this second half. Now it's the last. It comes for Walker, and he'll drive it long down the ground. It's Nickel-Kluxtar. Great to see him back. What a star he was for New Zealand at the Pacific Championships at the end of 2023, which was such a strong year for him at club level as well. And he must be confident with the coach backing him from day one to be the number 1, despite the return of Rocking Roger.
Yeah, I'm just wondering if it lasts all season, but you can understand the loyalty shown from Andrew Webster after he was so good for the Warriors last year. Hamstring injury saw him not start the season. This is his first game. And he was told he'd come back in the number 1, which in fact is what's done. He's through Egan.
And now there's support there. Tamare Martin, again men inside and out. It's a double for Sean Johnson. They get them through the middle. And again, it's the veteran number 7 in support.
Wade Egan's had a special game. Have a look at this. The scheming from dummy half, the flick pass out to Tamari Martin, and then draws in Latrell Mitchell just. And Latrell read the pass, made his way to Sean Johnson, but too good around the ruck is this man, Wade Egan.
Yeah, Brandy, was the point I was trying to make a little bit earlier. When you see Damien Cook come out of dummy half, there's no one with him. He's looking around for support. Have a look when Wade Egan goes. Straight away, that was a perfect shot there as Johnson puts the ball down. Any number of players could have scored for the Warriors there.
South Sydney here. Cook sends it to his left through Murray. Now Walker. Here's Stewie Tupou-Thompson taking on the sideline and losing. Roger Tuivasa-Sheck with a covering tackle.
From Cody Walker. Cam Murray starting things again. Cody just holding the ball up, throwing it across Jack White into Thompson. Looked like he was going to get on the outside of Roger, but not.
Oh, he can't possibly hang on here. Bunty Afoa just leaving the field.
And the Warriors in the crowd get vocal. Barnett plays the ball. Egan deep. Tamare Martin. Beautiful hands. A couple of Warriors on for Montoya.
Try save for Latrell.
Back for Tamare Martin, dummying. And they don't fall for it. Staying on task. Cook and Totola. Harris goes flats. And Fanua Blake has Burgess waiting along with hosts and Murray. 2 plays left still. Johnson just holds the path. Nickel Klugstar sits it up. And Roger gets a try in game 200.
Got no try. Just check grounding for me and touchline for me.
Check with a healthy support crew here today. I'm told a very special jersey.
An illusion block? I don't know.
Well, Thompson grabs his own nose.
Try. Unless there's a foot touching part of the...
Roger Tuivasa-Sheck remains in the field of play.
No, he's
down.
He's good.
Should never have doubted him.
You notice I didn't answer your question straight away. I waited for the replay.
So nice round figures for Roger. Game 200, NRL try number 60.
Well, what a second half it's been by the Warriors.
Wasn't much tickling in your day, Stephen. They whack for keeps. As Aden Fanua Blake comes forward into Tom Burgess. They're not done yet, the Warriors, you wouldn't imagine. Still 10 to play. They go inside South Sydney's 20 and Egan almost burst past Hawkins. Tohu Harris. Now Tamare Martin brings Mitch Barnett into it. Mitch yet to score this season. The couple last year. Well, watch this man. You've got to watch him really carefully. Sweet stepping, Tamare Martin. Light feet, and he dances his way through the defensive line to build on this imposing scoreline. It's 32-4.
Chance, Chanel Harris-Tavita had to jump on Tamare Martin, but the light stepping Tamare Martin, certainly part of his highlight reel. If you're talking highlights, as a young player for the Tigers, then spent time at the Panthers, at the Cowboys, at the Broncos. He had a head injury that you thought had put an end to his career. 3 years out of footy, comes back, brilliant best there. Light stepping his way through the South Sydney defence. And with the injury to Luke Metcalf, a fractured tibia, he'll be out for some time. Tamare Martin has a chance to lock down this number 6. It's an embarrassment of riches in the number 6, isn't it, for the Warriors? Talk about depth as Johnson puts pilots through that kick.
For the suffering Rabbitohs fans in 2024, Cam Murray pops the offload, back for Tavita, Totola, who sets his sights on the in-goal and is held by Chance Nickel Klugstar. He wasn't giving up that ball-carrying arm. Now, a set restart, but it's put down by Latrell Mitchell, so penalty goes to Souths. A big week for the Warriors ahead. The Rabbitohs might find themselves back under the blowtorch. You'll hear all of the storylines regarding the Rabbitohs on NRL 360 back on Monday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, straight after NRL tonight. I've enjoyed fewer cameras at training this week. They might be back in the week to come. Cody Walker jumping around. Cody looking for a 4-pointer. He's held up on the goal line. And that will do us. Warriors Rabbitohs round 5. And the Warriors defended at the end